Lord, Lord, Lord. Let's see if we can get this popping. Hey, y'all. So, Lady PB here. We are live, and I am going to try to do something amazing in this video. So, hopefully, I can get this up and going and running. I'm going to give it my shot. Um, so, for those of you, for my boss members who are generating over in ChatGPT, today we are going to attempt to connect our ChatGPT with our Make account. Now, normally I do this over in Zapier, but Zapier has not been depreciated. The ChatGPT function in Zapier has been depreciated. So, what we need to do is the goal of today's video is whenever I create an image over in ChatGPT, I want that image to go to a file folder. So, and probably more than likely in my Google Drive. So I want to generate images over in ChatGPT, and I want those images to go to a folder over in the Google Drive, which used to be really easy over in Zapier, but I can't do it anymore. So trying to do something different here today. So there are a couple of things that you have to have in order to be able to do this. The first thing that you have to have is a OpenAI account. And let's see here. Let's see if so the first thing you would have to have is an OpenAI account. Um, and I want to get into the main dashboard of OpenAI. So it's just gonna go to side by side. So if you're coming in, the first thing you have to have is an OpenAI account. Okay. So once you set up an OpenAI account, you will be able to then do what I am doing. I'll make that a little bit smaller because I want you guys to see my face here. So once you have an OpenAI account set up, you then go in and you will have these settings right here, right? So you have these settings, you're able to go in and you are able to set up API keys. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys my API key because you're going to need to be able to set up an API key, and you're going to need to be able to set up billing. Reason being is, so let me just go here and kind of show billing. I am going to be switching back and forth. So once you set up, you're going to go down to here and you're going to click create an API key. The API key is what is going to connect ChatGPT and whatever app you're using with ChatGPT, which could be Zapier, it could be make.com, whatever app that you are going to be using with the program. So it's not going to be free. Okay. Now, notice here under billing, you have to set up, you have to start the account with $10 in it, right? It's not free to set up the API. I mean, it's free. Well, yeah, the whole thing for to do this, what we're going to do. So the API is going to be free, but in order for you to make everything work, you're going to have to pay a balance. So I loaded $10 on here. $10. What that $10 does is it's going to give me advanced chats, going to speed everything up. I'm going to get more features than what I normally get. Now, mind you, I pay $20 a month just to use ChatGPT Plus in its native state, right? So ChatGPT Plus, and then you got the OpenAI platform. So you can set this. What I have is $10. I set mine for $10. And then whenever my balance reaches $5, it'll automatically update and go back into the $10 thing, right? So once you do that, Then you want to come over here. So you have that set up. And for today, in today's tutorial, we're going to be using make.com. So you will then need to go in and create a make.com account. Make.com, you can go in here and you can create a free account, right? And so once you go in, you will create a free account. Let's just start here as if I am back in here. So once you have created a free account, this is where you're going to come to. Okay, so this is all brand new to me. I'm just now doing it today. This is my first time. Hey, Cynthia. So this is the very first time for me too. Okay, so here we are in our users. We have users. It'll tell you who's using, any notifications that you have set up or anything. I have not done anything here. Scenarios, these are going to be your little, how do I explain it? I may have a phone call coming in. Trying to see if it's going to ring back over here right quick, y'all. So we have our scenarios. Our scenario that we're going to create today is what we're going to call the connection. Okay, so that's going to be the scenario. So they do have quick start templates and all of that. I don't know anything about any of this because, like I said, I am a Zapier girl. Now I am a make.com girl. So let's go in and let's create a new scenario. Okay, so the scenario that I need to be able to create what I want to happen is I want to make a request. So we are going to make a request. We're going to use the HTTP model to make a request. You can just go in here and use, go straight to OpenAI, but I want to get a photo. So I need to make a request. So I'm going to make a request. I don't want to get a file. I want to go here and make a request. So it's going to say, make a request says send an HTTP request to a specific URL and processes the response. That's what it does. So we're going to hit it. We're going to make the request. Okay, now, once we make the request, we need to go in now and, okay, so now we need to choose a method. We're going to get a URL and I'm going to copy this URL in. Just if you are following along with the video, this is the URL that you're going to copy in. HTTPS version 1 image generations, because this is the code that's going to generate the image for us. We don't want to get, we want to set this to post. So set this to post. Something is wrong here. Let's see if why that was giving me that URL's not valid URL. HTTPS/OpenAI generations. Why is that giving me a invalid URL? Let me delete it and let me paste it again, y'all. Okay, so post. Hopefully that works. It may not. We'll figure it out. So we want to go post, and then here in our headers, we need to add a header, and here we're going to have to, value is not a, so right here, okay, I'm having a problem right here. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and add in everything else, and then we're going to figure out why this AI is not, why this URL is not taking me to my DALL-E endpoint. We'll figure that out. Okay, so I'm going to go post. I'm going to go into my headers. I'm going to add a header here. We need to pull in authorization. um, in the name field, and it's not over here. So I'm going to have to manually type it in. Authorization, it should be. And then in the value field, we're going to put in barrier, which is going to be the bearer. And then we're going to do a space, and then you're going to put in your API key. So you're going to copy and paste your API key. I'm not going to copy and paste my API key here yet because I cannot share my API key. You cannot share your API key with anyone, right? So we're going to do that. I will come back and put that in there. And then we're going to add in another header, and our second header will be content type. Now again, this is my first time doing this myself, and then the value should be application JSON /JSON. Okay. Whoa, not there. They / and delete that. Okay. So that should be it. Now my body type should be set to raw. This is still coming up. So my body type is going to be set to raw, and then request content type. Content type, we're going to leave that empty, and then here under request body, I have a code here that I'm going to pop and paste in. So that code is going to be our prompt, which is going to be your image prompt here, right? So whatever you want your image prompt word to be, that will be it, okay? And so whatever, it's a descriptive prompt to generate the image, right? So okay, so since I want to, let me make sure that chat is understanding what I want to do. Okay, so since I want to generate to prompt directly in ChatGPT, and then send the image to the Google Drive. Do I still? Teacher Shop Dallas, how can I help you? I'm fine. How are you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. But if you guys are gonna get this event, we need to get it going. So yeah, I can do that. What day are you? Today is Tuesday. Today's Monday. I'm all over the place. Okay, so today's Monday. Okay, so I can do tomorrow. Does afternoon work? Yeah, 12 works. Okay, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so ChatGPT is telling me that I need to create a image prompt here, which would be a descriptive image prompt, something like create a da 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 with the blue colored with this with that, which will be a very detailed prompt. I don't want to create a detailed prompt here, so I am wanting to actually create the prompt in ChatGPT if I can. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's see. So, okay, so since I want to create the prompt directly in ChatGPT and then send the image to the Google Drive, do I still need to replace your image prompt here? To generate an image, because I'm not understanding this part. Maybe it will not do it. Okay. Okay, so if you want to initiate the prompt directly in ChatGPT, this is what my ideal workflow would be. So it's telling me prompt in ChatGPT, type in the description prompt directly, type in your image description prompt directly into ChatGPT as I normally would, and then manual transfer to automation. Since ChatGPT doesn't directly integrate with the automation tools like make.com or google.com, you would need to manually copy the prompt that you use in ChatGPT and paste it into your automation setup in make.com. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's not what I want to do. So then once I'm in make.com, I would replace that trigger. I would replace this prompt right here in make.com with whatever I want to do in ChatGPT, which means with whatever prompt that I want to use over it. And that doesn't make any sense. The prompt will then trigger OpenAI's DALL-E to generate the image. That's not what I want. No, that's not going to work. Okay. So that is not going to work. So here's the scenario that I'm trying to create, is to make it automatically do it and not go in. So in order for this, what this is telling me, in order for this to save the prompt into a folder, each time I would have to come in and open up Make. Doesn't make any sense. I could just copy and paste the image from one thing to another if that was the case. So it doesn't make any sense for me to do that. Because it's just stupid. So we're going to have to do something else here in this video. No, because we're not wanting to do this. Okay, so let's do that. Yes. Okay, so it's telling me that if I truly want to automate the workflow where I don't have to paste anything manually, I'd have to handle everything outside of ChatGPT directly using the OpenAI API in make.com to enter prompts and generate images. So this means that I could do what I'm trying to do, but I would have to do it directly in OpenAI's API in make.com. Okay, so let me ask it a question. Okay, and the question is, Okay, so if I generate the images directly in the OpenAI API in make.com, would I see those images before they are sent over to the Google Drive? Question mark. Okay, so yes, I would view the images before they're sent to the Google Drive. Okay. Okay. Then let's go that route. Okay. So we may have to start over. Okay. So we need to set up a new scenario. Okay, so add the image. We're going to make a request. We're going to configure it to post. Okay, so let's go here. So we're still doing the same thing, basically. So we're still going to do the same thing. So we still have the URL, the header is still set. Hold on, y'all. So, okay. Okay, so side by side. Okay, so I would still be doing the same thing. The header. Okay. So, okay. The URL is coming back invalid. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see why the URL is coming back invalid. It's saying make sure you paste it as it is. There are no extra nothings or anything, and there are not. Okay, https://api.openai v1 images//generations. Okay. Okay, so maybe that did it. Okay, so it's going to go in, and we want it to be post. We want it to be authorization. The bearer is going to be the OpenAI key, and then confirm the body request type. Okay, so now, so that means that we only need one authorization header. So we no longer need the second header. We only need the one authorization header, and I still have to add my API key here, which I will do off screen. And then, so under body type, let's leave that empty. And then under, okay, so confirm the body request. Okay, body, the request body must be properly formatted as a da 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 da. Okay, so let's see here. So we're going to check the API header. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Let's start over. Again, as the URL is now fixed. Okay, so I think we fixed the URL. So y'all, this is going to take a minute. Okay, so the URL seems to be fixed. So We have the make.com and we're going to request it here. Make a request. We've done that. We've set this to post. We got the URL here. We've got the authorization, which is the API key, and then now it's telling me to add that back. I knew it was something going on. So content and then application JSON. Because I was wondering, why would it remove the JSON application? And then here, query string, we're going to bypass that. And then body type, we're going to set it to raw. And then the request content right here is going to be prompt.your prompt image. So that's going to still be the same. And then we're gonna just replace this directly in the OpenAI right? So then we're going to run it in HTTP mode. So parse response, what does that mean? Let's see here. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn this off and pop in my API key right there where I told you guys. Copy the API key, copy it, and then boom, paste it. Okay, so my API key is copied in there, up there, and I'm gonna hit OK, and we're gonna run it, and I guess it's running. So it's saying that once it runs, it should. So it says click run once to test it. If it's configured properly, it should give me something. It should give me an image. So let's see. Here we got it here. So we're gonna hit run once, and it's a bad request. Okay. So data line 74. So what we are going to do is we are going to come back over here and say, I'm just going to copy all of this in here. This is the result. And let ChatGPT tell me what I did wrong. Okay. Okay, so it's saying let's go over. Okay. Okay. So okay. So let's go back over it. Let's go back over it. Okay. So it's telling me that I need to go back over it. The error indicates that it's in the JSON data in the request body. It's not being interpreted correctly. So this is the code. Although we added content type in the headers, as the headers JSON seems it's not recognizing it. So under both header and body type, make sure content type is explicitly set to application under body type and header. It's not. Under both headers and the body type. Okay. Okay, so this is giving me hell. Okay. So it's saying that although we added content type in the headers, So in the headers, content type slash TYPE as a header, in the headers as application, APPLICATION /JSON. Okay. Okay. And though we've added it there, headers and body type. So now it's telling me to add it under headers and body type, and it's not under body type. So only thing I see under body type, request content body. Okay, so content type could be the JSON application. There we go. Okay, so now it should work. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Copy back all this stuff. Let's add in a new API key. Let's hit OK. Okay, so there I have hit OK and see what happens. So now here we go. We set up again. I'm gonna run it once. I'm still getting it. Invalid API key. Okay. Okay. So my API key is invalid now, y'all. Okay, I know what's wrong with that. So okay, so it should be fine now. So my API key, I had the apostrophes around it, so we should be set to go now. Let's run this once. Oh gosh, it's still giving an error code. Okay, we are still getting an error code. Who knows? Sometimes this takes a minute to get set up. I hate that it's no longer in an app that I'm used to dealing with. Okay. So it's saying just copy the JSON code exactly. And I did. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here and try it again. So I'm gonna edit it again. So post authorization, we got that coming in right now. We have the prompt, which is here. Make sure there's nothing else there with it, no extra spacing or none of that. Okay, and replace the image prompt with, let's just replace this image prompt with something. A scenic sunrise. Okay. So basically what it told me to do was now to go in and replace that prompt with this to see if this will solve my problem, and then ensure clean pasting into make.com. Okay. And then in the request content body, Okay, so why would you have it say request content body and then tell me to delete it? So if you want to, okay, so then check for coding issues, sparse response, content, da 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 da. Sparse response set to no. Test it. Hit OK. Let's try it again. Well, maybe something is happening. Maybe something is happening. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So here we go. It went through. Okay. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Okay. So our first one went through. Finally, we got the request. Okay. Okay. So the request is good. Now let's go to next step. Okay. So finally got an HTTP request. That's good. Now we need to add in a manual approval request, which means we need to add in another module. So it's telling me now our second step is going to be adding a manual approval step, allowing me to review the generated images before it's uploaded into Google Drive. Because I want to, I don't even know if this is going to work for me because I really just want to go over into ChatGPT and do it. I may have to do it here, but we'll just go ahead and go through the whole process since, hey, it is what it is. So let's click here and add another module. It's going to be an HTTP module, and I'm going to search for tools. Oh, let's see here. Click the button. Go back. Okay, so let's go back. So I'm going to add another module, and I'm looking for tools this time. And under tools, it wants me to go to flow control. So under tools, it wants me to go to flow control. I do not see flow control. Let's type it in. W. I do not see tools. I do not see flow control. Okay, let's go out and let's go back and let's see if there's any other tools. That is the only one that I see with tools. It's too much going on with this for me. Too much. Okay, I see GPS tools and I see tools. Only tools I see, which is the built-in tools. So okay. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT there is no flow control under tools. Okay. Let's see what it says. Okay. This is a problem that I'm having. So it's saying that, so it looks like Make.com may have updated their interface or restricted access to certain modules if flow control is unavailable. We can use a workaround to create a similar effect for manual approval. Here's an alternative approach. Alternative step is to use a sleep module for manual review. Add a delay using a sleep module instead of You know what? This is going to be just easier for me to, baby. This is a lot. Okay. Remember your why, Latana. Remember your why you're doing this. Okay, let's go back in and let's do it. Add a sleep module. Okay. So under tools, use sleep. Okay. So let's just do that. And under the sleep, we're going to pause it to 5 minutes. Let's go to 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. If you like to reminder, check the image, add a notification model. You can send an image to yourself. You could send yourself an image, email, or message through an app like Slack to notify you that the image is ready for review and make. That's a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot, y'all. It'd be a lot easier for me to just click and drag that image from ChatGPT to create an image of a apple. It would be a lot easier for me just to drag that image into a folder. Bloom, 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 bloom. That's a lot. Let me see if I could do that, because if this accepts the drag versus the save, and just save the image into a file, because this is going into a lot. So what I'm saying is basically, let's say if I have the Google Drive, we're going to figure out a workaround, because they've made it complicated. And once it gets complicated, it's too complicated. So it's just too complicated for me. So let's go here, pull up the drive, pull up the ChatGPT images that I want, and go here, and let's do something like this. Baby, because that's too much. So that's how we're going to do that. So we're going to start over on completely over, because that's how we're going to get our images into our account. So instead of making that integration, let's go in and figure out another way to use Make, because that's just too much for me. So what we're going to do, let's go back, and I'm going to go put ChatGPT over here because I'm more comfortable. Let's just go ahead and just delete this whole Make thing, because this is too much. For some reason, I don't know, y'all. It was easy the other way, so I'm going to have to figure out another way to get around this. So let's go over here and let's discharge this here, because here we go. We using up my money over here. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so let's do something different, because I don't want to, since I'm not going to need it to upload pictures, I'm not going to need to change it. So what I want to do, let's go in, let's ask ChatGPT. Okay. Okay, chat. So what I want to do in this scenario is, when I do a chat over in ChatGPT, I want that chat, or let's say maybe I tell you to create a file. I want you to send that file over to a Google Drive. So how can we do that? First, answer the question on if you're able to send over the whole chat script to Google Drive, and then answer the second question as to whether we can create the file. I can tell you to create the file, and then you send that file to Google Drive. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all. So, see what we got coming here. You guys may be able to hear this. I'm not sure. Well, I can't hear it. That's for sure. So
Here's how we can address both of your questions on handling files and saving them to Google Drive. 1. Sending the entire
okay, so I'm gonna stop that and then start it back over because I need to be able to hear it, as you guys do also. So
Here's how we can address both of your questions on handling files and saving them to Google Drive. 1. Sending the entire chat script to Google Drive. I don't have direct integration to send entire chat histories to Google Drive automatically. However, you can copy the chat manually and save it to a document or text file. Alternatively, if there's a specific
okay, let me ask you that another way. So we want to use make.com to integrate ChatGPT and Make to send the files. So now give me an update and let me know if we can do it that way. Okay. Okay. So we getting technical, y'all. Getting very technical.
Integrating ChatGPT with Google Drive via Make.com is a practical solution to automate the creation and storage of files. Here's how you can set this up. 1. Set up Make.com. Create an account. If you haven't already, sign up for a free account on make.com.make.com/connect Google Drive. Within Make.com, add a connection to your Google Drive account to allow file operations. 2. Integrate ChatGPT. Obtain OpenAI API key. Sign up for an OpenAI account and generate an API key. This key will enable Make.com to interact with ChatGPT. Cite add OpenAI module in Make.com. In your Make.com scenario, include the OpenAI module and input your API key to establish the connection. 3. Design the workflow. Trigger. Define an event that initiates the workflow, such as receiving a specific email or a scheduled time. Use the OpenAI module to send prompts to ChatGPT and receive responses. File creation. Process ChatGPT's response to create a file, e.g. a text document or CSV. Upload to Google Drive. Utilize the Google Drive module to upload the created file to your desired folder. Cite turn search. Example scenario. Suppose you want to generate daily content ideas using ChatGPT and save them to Google Drive. Trigger. Set a daily schedule. Generate 5 content ideas for social media posts about screen printing.
Okay, guys. So in the last video that we did, we were going to connect let's see. I think I sent it to y'all know I be saying I'm going to connect this and connect that. And so now let me see, because let me go in here and look at my stuff that I sent to Keisha, because I think we talked about connecting something. That may have been... Oh! I know what we was going to do. We were going to send over... So let's jump into our email marketing. How about we? Okay. Is this a private video, y'all? Girl, how you get on here? Hey. Hey. This ain't no private video then. Okay. Cause I was finna say, I don't see nobody on here. Okay. Y'all remind me, cause y'all know, baby. we did a video on email leads. Let's think about it. Let's think about how we can use that. So, email leads. Okay, so let's create. Okay, okay. So, okay, chat. So, what I want to do is okay, chat. So, what I want to do is when I ask you to generate leads, uh, I want to take those leads and put them in a spreadsheet. No, I don't even need your help. Let me go back into my responses because we did this. Digital download collects data. Hold on, y'all. We did this. We did this. We did this. When did we do this? Past 7 days. Lead generation idea. Boom. Here we go. Lead generations. Okay, so can somebody tell me we were going to create a lead generation? Here's lead generation. Scraping da 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 da. Lead generation ideas. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. I be doing so much stuff, y'all. So much stuff that sometimes it's just hard for me to remember. Okay. We were doing. Okay, so we were working on leads, and that video is private, but I remember after we created the leads, we created a spreadsheet. I was supposed to create a spreadsheet that would come back, that would add something to the leads. Okay. And we would do that over in Zapier. But since Zapier has depreciated, I wonder, can I do that? Okay. Okay. This video is going to be kind of long, I know. Okay, so let's just do the simple one and then I will figure out. Because what I need to do really to make this work is when I request leads and I cannot find that conversation that I had with chat, image creation, where is that conversation that we had? We had a conversation, didn't we? I believe we had a conversation and I showed you guys some things, some lead generations. Okay, this is one package that I did for myself. If anybody can remember the gist of our conversation in that video, let me know in the comments because I'm looking for it. LinkedIn posts. I do so much stuff that is just crazy. Da 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 da. Let's go here. This is why I really need to create this trigger to save stuff from place to place because a lot of times. Okay, here we go. Found it. Okay, let me give myself a heads up to think about this. To get thoughts together. Okay, so if I want to save my lead data information in a Google Sheet on my Google Drive, um, whenever I ask you for new information, I want that data to a specific spreadsheet with column headers okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm back on task. I am back on task, y'all. Back on task. Okay, so what we are going to do, it's going to be a long one. Woo! Okay, so this one is going to be a long one. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create a Google Sheet. The Google Sheet is going to be have certain headers. Okay, so for the Google Sheet, it should have company's name, the contact name, position, their position, an email address, a phone number, an address, a date added, status, notes. Okay, so I also want, what else would I need? Because it's important to create this Google Sheet one time. So this Google Sheet will have, so the date added, and then I want so status, instead of status, we would want it to say date contacted. Okay, okay. So want to, let me think. Um, if I email them and one to let me to know responses, we're finna set this up. Okay. Okay. Email sent. Okay. 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 We're going to create this sheet. Okay, so let's get up off of this over here and make right quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a sheet. Took me a while, y'all, to get my thoughts together, but now I got it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a spreadsheet, right? And the spreadsheet that we are going to create, we're going to create a spreadsheet to help us know. Somebody put a timestamp in the comments for me, at what time the video, what the video time is now, if y'all can, so that I can go in and clean up this video and cut it and start it from right now, because this is where we're going to start from. Okay, so the goal is going to be to set up a Google Sheet, and this Google Sheet is our lead generation sheet, right? So the Google Sheet is going to be our lead generation sheet, and I've already got all of the information here that you guys are going to need: company name, contact name, position, and all of that. Okay, so we're going to set this up. Okay, know what time, how far are we in the video, how many minutes are we in the video? Oh, 5:28. 5, but we need to know how long the video is going right now. So I'll do like all of this stuff, and then I'll know that's where we start the video. Okay, so the goal is going to be to set up a Google spreadsheet that's going to list, that we're going to use as our, for our email leads. You're coming in at the right time, Hey. So the goal is going to be set up the spreadsheet for the leads. Okay, so I've already done everything and got everything together. So what I'm going to do is tell it to make the spreadsheet for me. And title it Google Leads. We're going to title it Chat GPT. Y'all, can't do nothing to save my life. So we're going to title it Chat GPT underscore Google Leads. All is one word. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have it make it for me, because I already got all the stuff that I need. So we just going to have it make it. So, and then after we do all of this, we're going to end up going back over into Make. Okay, so this spreadsheet should contain all, including the da 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 da. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and download. This is what I love about the Pro version, baby. We ain't got to do nothing. Okay, so we're going to go here. We are going to go in and we're going to format this. Okay, and go in and do a little bit of formatting, because y'all know, make my text be about an 18, and then over here we are going to format the width, and let's make this width like 40, and let's see if that works. Okay, now that looks a lot nicer and all that to me. So now I want to add something up here. Insert, because I always need to insert a couple of lines before. Okay. Okay, so let's go here and insert. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna love it or not. I normally use, so for me, I normally use I'm normally using Zapier, and I am a Zapier girl. But honey, they have depreciated my ChatGPT over in Zapier. So I'm over here going crazy. Okay. Okay. But let's see what we can do. Okay, so here I'm going to name this Chat GPT, uh, Google Leads. Okay. Okay, y'all. We're looking pretty spiffy here. We is looking pretty spiffy here. Okay. Well, y'all know I like to make everything look all nice and pretty and stuff. So we're going to add, I'm going to click on here. I'm going to add some filters. Now this right here, we're just going to do a filter because we want it to everything to be, we want our spreadsheet, baby. When I do my spreadsheets, y'all, my spreadsheets look good, okay? Okay. So let's make that there. And then let's take all of this and go down to here. And then let's take it and go home and let's merge and center it. And now it is centered here. Okay, and then on our word ChatGPT Google Leads, we're just going to make a header, right? Because that's going to be, so it can be nice and big and all that good stuff. Okay. All of this is going to make sense to you at some point in time, even though it might not right now. And you know what? Instead of centering it, let's take it home and let's put it over there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Google Leads. Okay, and this whole column here, we're going to give it a back color. Let's see. Naked blue. And then all of this here up here. Now this part here is just me doing my thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go File and I will save it. Okay. So now all of those things we're going to have to remember. Okay. All of that stuff that we have, we're going to need to remember all of these columns. So when we start asking for leads, we're going to have to ask for these specific things. Okay. So let me see. Email address, date added, email sent. Let's see. It did not give me a data validation. Okay. So the formula will automatically update to the status. So, okay. So what it says, adjust the references. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So we're going to set up conditional formatting. And it says, let's see here. In your Google Sheet, add the following 2 columns. Email sent and email received. Okay. Go to the email sent column. Click under the first cell. And then insert checkbox. Insert. Nope. What do you mean insert a checkbox? Go to insert. And then here, checkbox. Okay. Drag that down as far as we need it to be dragged down. Y'all don't worry about this. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for here. Go insert. And then we're going to go checkbox. And then we'll drag it down as far as we need to drag it down. We'll go 200 right now. Okay. So this is going to be what we're going to end up clicking the checkbox. Okay. So now, to make it even easier, you can apply a color like green to the cells when the box is checked, indicating da. Okay, so we are going to go to select the column arrange. So we're going to select this column and we're going to go to formatting, to format, and then we're going to go to Oh, we need to go to format up there. I don't see conditional formatting. Format sales. No, no, no. We'll come back and do this part because this is not how I normally do mine. So we may come back and do that. We'll come back and do that. Because I would go into data and we can come back and do that. We can come back and do that because that's a different, that's a extra. Okay. Okay. So we got this. So let's hit this here and let's save this as, where do we want to save it? Okay. Okay, we've created the spreadsheet. Okay. Okay. We're going to convert it to a Google Sheet. So let's go in and let's save it on my, let's see here where we going to save it. We're going to save it in my desktop, just in a desktop. We'll save it in D documents. Okay. Now we will go in and upload it. Okay. Okay, so let's hear. Let me see, can I add a place? Well, I tell you what, let's just do it like this here. Let's go over here to the drive. Oh, there goes the drive right there. Okay, so in my drive, I'm going to create a, so this is my drive with my folder that says, so let's create a new folder, and this folder will be ChatGPT files. ChatGPT files, and then under the file folder, I will add this stuff in here, y'all. Okay. Okay, so here's the file, and then we can drop it there. So let me go ahead and find it over here on my, in my documents, and just drag it over there. There it is, Google Leads. So it's gonna drag the Google Leads in here. Then we're gonna open it. Okay. So now we have it opened and we got this part done. Okay, let me close all of that. Okay. Okay, so it's already done. So I want to share it. I'll copy a link and make it a shareable file. Okay, so now let's make a copy so that I just have a copy and put it in there for emergency purposes. Okay. Okay. I don't know how many copies. There we go. Okay. So now I got a copy of it just so that I'm good to go. Okay, so now we should be good. Okay, y'all. So Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do now. Okay, so we have this made, so it's time for us to go back over to make. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what's the next step, just so that I can make sure that we. I want to know if I don't think that. I wonder, can I do it in Zapier? But we've already made the Make account, so I might as well try to do it in Make. So, okay. So let's go over to Make. Here we are in Make. Let's create a new scenario and let's add a trigger, which is going to be a web hook. So let's go here to web hooks, and under web hooks it says when you send the lead data to the URL, da 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 da. Okay, so start with the webhook trigger. We've already did that. Okay. Okay, so okay, so we want, okay, step 2. Okay, so we're going to go step by step. It's telling me to start with a webhook trigger. I want it to trigger when the webhook receives the data. So that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. So let's ask it. Um, and so I'm going to say there are 3 options. Which should I choose? And so guys, this is what I do now is I will just go in here and snip this like this and save it, and then upload this screenshot over here into my ChatGPT like so. We're not taking any chances on anything. We're gonna go here, and the last screenshot was uploaded here. There are 3 options. Which should I choose? We're gonna let it walk us through step by step by step by step. Okay, so it's told me to use the custom webhook. I would have used the wrong one. Well, no, I wouldn't. That's the one I would have used. Was this one? Was the instant? Okay, so we're gonna use the custom webhook. Oh, I'm clicking. Okay, so custom webhook. So now we have the webhook. Okay, so here's what to do next. It tells us to click on the custom webhook. It'll create us to create the webhook. We're going to go ahead and give it a name. Let's create it and give it a name. And our name is going to be lead capture. We'll say Google lead capture. Google lead. Google lead capture. Webhook. You can name yours what you want to. Okay. So there it is. Okay. And so then now we're going to hit save, and it's going to give us a unique code right there. Okay. To trigger our webhook. And so we're going to copy it to our clipboard, and I'm going to go over here into my clipboard, and I like to paste it in my thing just so that I have it. Okay, so then we're going to hit OK. Okay, so now I have that. Okay, so now it says that we are ready to, after we've copied the URL, so it's saying you'll create the webhook, it'll generate, copy this URL, and you'll use it to send the data to make.com, triggering the webflow. Once the webhook is set up, you can proceed to the Google Sheet modules for the next. Okay, okay. So I have created the webhook. Sometimes ChatGPT will just leave you just out there. What's the next step, boo? Okay. Okay, so now we need to, in the same scenario, click the plus button. And now we need to add the Google Sheets. I'm going to add the Google Sheet. We're going to add a row. And then we need to first create a connection. Okay. We're going to create the connection because this is our first time. So we're going to hit here, and we'll just leave the connection name as my Google connection. That's fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign into Google. I'm going to turn off my camera over here while I do it, just in case it shows any type of pertinent information. I am going to sign into the same account, my Make account, with that I created, my Make account and my Make account, my Google account, and my ChatGPT account. They're all on the same email address to make everything easy. So now it's basically telling me, do I want to allow it? And I'm going to say yes over here. And so now we have created our connection, and I can come back over here to you guys. Okay, so now I've created my Google connection. Okay, so my Google connection is the name of the connection. Saving that information. Okay. So now we need to select our spreadsheet. Okay, so it says search method after I have connected it. Okay, so configure the Sheets model, connect your Google account. Now select your spreadsheet, choose spreadsheet, the path. Okay, so it's saying, okay, so here I'm not going to leave nothing unfolded. Okay. 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 Okay, so whoop. Baby, we not done. What are you doing? Here's how to ensure the select path. Select the spreadsheet configured by starting with selecting the spreadsheet from the drop down. My Drive, And then the spreadsheet should be here, which will be in the folder ChatGPT, not images, not prices. Should be in a folder called ChatGPT Leads, which save it as a spreadsheet. Now it's saved as a Google sheet, y'all. Maybe that was part of the problem. So it should, oh, it's under, oh, I was not trying to do that. So it's actually under the ChatGPT files, images. Okay. Ugh, I wasn't trying to do it like that. So I was actually trying to save it as its own folder, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. No, it's not fine because I need to fix it now. So if I go to my drive and this file is saved here, it needs to be saved directly in the drive so that it comes like that. Because if I don't fix it now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be looking for it and it's gonna be all fucked up. So I'm gonna fix it now. Okay, so let's go back over here. And I'm going to come out of this and then I'm going to go back in because I just did all of that. And so we don't know where it is. So, but we know it's in file in the drive. So it should be here now. So let's see if it updated. ChatGPT files. That's where we want to go. Okay. So, okay. If the file ChatGPT, okay, select spreadsheet module. I start by spreadsheet from the drop down. And then it says if the folder was actually off, if it's actually in that folder, if it's in this folder, this is the XLS. This one is just the regular one, I think. Let me open it. Yep, this one is the regular one. That's the one that we want. So go ahead and remove this one to trash because I don't want the XLS. I just want that one particular one so it does not get me confused. Files plus Google Leads. Is that it, right? Yep, ChatGPT Google Leads, that's it. Okay, and the sheet name is sheet 1 because our sheet name is sheet 1 because this is our sheet 1. We only have one sheet. Okay, okay, so the table contains headers. Yes, so Google Leads A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Does it want me to put in the headers? Let me ask it. Okay, so does it want me to put in the headers? Do I actually need to put it in the headers? Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Let's go here and refresh it and see if it pulls in the headers itself. Okay. Okay, so when it asks me if the sheet contains headers, just want to make sure that we're doing it proper and everything is already. Okay, it's saying that it should automatically map it once I've said yes, that it contains headers, but it's not, because that's not right. That should not be okay. Google leads A on the headers. It should be so. The first row of the sheet contains headers. No, the first row of the sheet does not contain headers, because that's not the very first row. So the first row of the sheet does not contain headers. So, okay. Because I've already taken that out. Okay. Okay. The first row does not contain headers. My headers are, so the headers should be in the third row. Let's see. The headers, I moved them to the third row. Yep. Okay. So let me see what it says. Maybe I'll go back in and delete them. You'll just adjust the sheet. So move it from the third row to the first row. Yeah. So I actually have to delete the other things and make it the first row, y'all. Shit. So okay, so you can't have a pretty spreadsheet. So just delete that row and delete that row. So you can't have any extra rows. You can't make it pretty. Okay. Okay. So you cannot make it pretty. So let's go back here and hit yes, and then hit refresh and see. Okay, so here it did go in and it copied right here our, let's see if we can go here and go, no, we don't need to go there. We need to go from here to here, and then we will add this over here. So as you see right here, row A says company name, and then when you take that over to B, is contact, position, address, email address, phone number, so on and so on. So all that's gonna match all of that stuff. So we know all that stuff is matching. So we good. We good with that. Let's put that, drop that down there. Okay. So we good with that. All this other stuff is not mapped to anything. So here we can go in here. Okay, so it says whether to insert unformatted row is US that will be converted to clickable links. Okay, whether to insert a unformatted row. This, for example, means that if you were to try to add URLs into a column in the sheet, they will not be converted to clickable links if you select yes. So I will leave that unformatted and I will hit OK. Okay. So let's see what's going on now. Okay. So we've done what we need to do. Okay, now immediately as data arrives. Okay. So now we have done this. So now let's see if everything is working. Okay. So we have, make sure that we've done everything. We've set the trigger and all of that good stuff. Okay. stuff in here. My whole chat has disappeared, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so integrate the da 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 da. We've done all of that. Where, where was the chat that we were doing? Baby, I done got up out of the chat. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Whew. This chat is called Construction Leads, so I need to write this down. Construction Leads. Okay. Okay. Okay, so move the headers to the first row to manually add them. Okay. 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 Remove the rows and the Google Sheet. Okay. Okay, y'all, we should be about ready to make something happen. Okay. Should be about ready to make something happen. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we need to test it. Okay, so now, so it wants us to run it once to test it, but we don't have any sample data, so we need to create the sample data. Okay. 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 Okay, so let's get ready to send this data. Okay. Okay. So, are we not able to send the data directly from here? Because it's saying that we are going to have to send it somewhere else. So, let me see. Okay. Hit the activate button. Okay. Set up notification options, email, Slack. Okay. Okay. So, we don't want to set up email. Okay, because I think you're confused. I want you to send the data from here. Let's see here. generate the data over here. I do not like Make, y'all. I prefer Zapier. Okay. Okay. That doesn't make any sense either. So it wants me. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be another issue. Okay. Hmm. I'm thinking it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Okay. So we can send it as a post. So, okay. So we collect and organize the data in ChatGPT. And as you gather it here, we're going to organize it in a structure such as a JSON table. Okay. And then we'll have to send the data using a webhook, like to make. Okay, here's an easier approach. Okay, it's going to be an easier approach. Let me see. Okay, for frequent. That doesn't make sense. Because if that's the case, baby, I might as well just tell you to give me the information and I copy and paste it over into the form. You still running me around in a million ways without me doing what I need you to do. Still not giving it to me. Okay, so let me tell it. Okay, problem of when I Let me ask it if there's an easier way, and then after that, I'm going to tell it what I think makes common sense. Okay? Because it has to be an easier way. Because this doesn't make any sense. To do it this way, it's still taking me around about this way and that way. Okay. Okay, here's a streamline. Instead of copying and pasting the manual data, you can set up a Google form. Link to your Google Sheet. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yes, baby. Yes. Okay. So that doesn't make sense. Yes, babe. It said vote no on dangerous proposition S, T, and U. Is we supposed to be voting today? Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Who is that through? I don't know. They text me and said. Let me look it up. Vote no on what? Vote no on dangerous on propositions S, T, and U. We got to see who that is. This could be we don't know who this is. City less safe and drain funding for libraries, parks, and da 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 da. Okay, let me look that up. Let me look that up because we don't know what that is. Don't click on it though. Okay. Oh, okay. So you want to just have? Did you already cook dinner? Huh? Did you already cook dinner, babe? Yeah, it's already made. Oh, okay. Cause I had bought that other stuff. I was gonna make us some tuna sandwiches, but that's good. Okay. Hey, I bought that arugula lettuce. It's supposed to be good for you. Have all kind of stuff in it. So what? Arugula. What the hell is that? It's a form of greens. It's like a lettuce. It's got a whole lot of proteins. I got it from Dr. Burgess. It kills all kind of stuff. Cancers, inflammation. Hey, what did he say about that other thing that's supposed to be hid over there? He said he was gonna leave it there. He know where it's at? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, he know where it's at. So he left this over? He may or he may not. Well, he's coming back tomorrow anyway. Yeah, but he don't need it. Nah, I know. That's what I'm saying, but he's coming back tomorrow anyway. Yeah. So okay, babe. So let's see. Okay, y'all. I don't know, baby. I'm online. I'm trying to set up something. Okay. Okay, y'all. So the easiest way to do this to me that makes common sense is to just upload the spreadsheet and ask it to add the data to the spreadsheet. So let me see. Okay. Upload the spreadsheet when I have let's see. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Cause damn that. That's too much. Okay, so I'm not feeling this. Let me try this. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. It's always more than one way to skin a cat, and I keep on telling y'all, ChatGPT ain't smarter than T. Not finna worry me to death. Giving me all these rip around, run arounds, and boots and booms and bangs and booms and deens and dangs. That ain't working for me. Okay, this how we finna bust this down. Cause we gonna do this, and this is gonna work. And have me going through all this different stuff. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we gonna do, we gonna create a prompt that we're going to reuse over and over and over and over again, y'all. If y'all still with me, tell me you still with me, cause baby. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. And we need to get all of the way up out of here, because baby, you is giving me the business. You giving me ChatGPT and all this here is giving me the business today. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do, I'll go back to all this here. Okay, so we're going to do, we have, first thing I need to do is I need to open up the actual spreadsheet, because I need to know all of the things here. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. ChatGPT, we're gonna name everything. Okay, let's think about it, Latana. Okay, so you're going to write the prompts that you want to use every time to copy and paste it back and forth into GPT. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the prompts, you're going to take the Google Leads thing that you've already created. You're going to take all those headers, and all that information is going to go into there. Okay. Okay. Into your prompt. Okay. So let's go in here. Okay. So we are going to go in here and write the prompt for it. Okay. 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 So here's a new GPT. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. Okay. Okay, so our goal, the goal is to create a lead generation prompt template The objective is going to be to build a list of boom, 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 right? So, okay. So, this is what we're going to do. Okay. The details needed will be in our. Okay. Okay. So, this is what we're going to do. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to upload the sheet from the Google Drive. We're going to test this. I don't know if it's going to work, but it sounds like it makes common sense to me. Um, ChatGPT pricing quote list folders, 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 folders. Look like you in the wrong drive, in the wrong folder. Spreadsheets. You in the wrong thing, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is I always have to share stuff to my other thing because it's on another thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my spreadsheet real quick, y'all, with my Dallas stuff, cause okay, so come on and share it with um no no. Okay, share it with me. Okay, and I am an editor. Okay, so share it with me. I need you to share that Google Leads folder or the Google Leads sheet. Okay, so let's see if it shared it. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload the Google Leads sheet, and then okay, so I want to a create I want to create a prompt to okay. So let me get from there and come over here to where the original prompt was, and all I should have to do is copy and paste it. So I want to create a prompt to generate Google Leads. Let's see here. Because we did this before, and so it should be easy to use the same thing that we did before to use the same prompt. Okay. schools and there are they okay. LinkedIn profile. Okay, so LinkedIn profile of private schools. School. Okay. This is a long one. This is a long one, baby. Oh, that's nice. Okay, Tampa. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Okay, so this is gonna be a long one. So these are the prompts that we're gonna search for. Lord have mercy. Jesus, this is taking me forever, but I'm gonna get it, y'all. Okay, so this prompt here, I'm gonna copy these prompts. That's what I'm gonna do. Copy this stuff into what I need this stuff to say. So that's one prompt that I did. Okay, so that is an ad copy. Okay, details of private schools. Okay, so at some point in here, the original prompt. That's the original prompt. Okay. Okay, so then I told it to create that, and then it went in and created all of that, and then we went in and created all of this, and then we went on into here, and on into here, and on into packages, and the subject scripts, and it's going into something else now. Okay. That's taking me into something else. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so okay. Okay, so my let me just write this down cuz contact name. So contact name, company name. First we're going to start with company name. So company name, contact name, position, email, address. Some of these are not going to return on the first search. So email address, um, date added, and status. Okay. So I'll need to add, which I can go in and add. Let me go ahead and add this here, social media, if in the event that I get their information from social media. So let's go ahead and say, so if it returns their social media, LinkedIn. So we're going to mainly use LinkedIn, and we will use Instagram. We use LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. This will be to return information on profiles. Okay. And then on this whole thing, we need to do the sort and filter on the whole thing. Okay, so that is the information that we need. Okay, so date added, and then I do need the other things I need is the Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We're gonna make this happen. Okay, guys. So, okay. So these are what I want. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of type out what it is that I want to say. Okay. Okay, so what I want to say is let's create a prompt. Google for X or X, which would be in Dallas, Texas. Okay. 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 Let me see if this will work. Okay. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to try something, guys. Okay. Okay, so copy and paste this. So we're going to copy this over here first because there's some more information that we need to get before we do this. Okay, so let me do that. Okay. I'm going to bring all this together for y'all probably in another video. So, what I want to do, okay, the first thing I want to do is say, is I want to create a lead list. Bulk. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to generate a list of the types of things that types of companies we're looking for. Okay, so okay. Okay, so okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is I am going to generate the list for the types of companies that I want. Okay. And then I will break it down. Then we will break it down. Okay. Okay. So now, okay. So let's name this list and save it as um, okay. And then we can break down each one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna name the list and save it as a Word file because I'm gonna be pulling from these lists. Okay, so when I do these lists, if I want to generate so many out of each list, let's see here. So we will create a list, we'll save it, and then we'll upload that into ChatGPT also. Okay. A lot of damn uploading. Okay, because I'm going to be pulling from different stuff. Okay. So this is going to be the list that we're going to pull from. Then we will pull from each type of company in the list. Okay. So now, okay. 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 Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, if you with me, you're going to create a list with 25 or more organizations that may purchase your products, right? And then I'm going to save that because let's see, save that, and we're going to go over here and save it in our drive, and I'm going to save it under that folder, and going to save this list under that folder. Okay, and then let me find the folder. All eventually is going to come together and make sense at some point. I just don't know when or what point it's going to make sense at, but I'm going to work until I find me a stopping point here today. View under the downloads, and that list should be okay. It's not there. So where did I save the list? What did I call the list? I called it shit. Hold on. Let me go over here and go to ChatGPT and find my list. Okay. It's in downloads. It's a Microsoft document. Okay. All we need to do is just take it and upload it. Okay. So we're going to go back and refer to these as I go through. Okay. Remember the categories you have given me, as we will use these later in our project. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
decided to give Copilot a shot to kind of compare it.
Uh huh.
I was in the outside, just left the mechanic, so I'm in the office, and he has this little jazz art, right? You know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, I'm still on this live. Let me call you back when I'm through. Cause I'm still trying to figure something out. So I'll call you when I get through. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. So I don't mess up my train of thought. Okay. So I got my top 25. Okay. Okay. So now to create a prompt. it should return each search. It will return up to 10 companies. Should return 10 companies each search. Okay, so after I've got the top 25 types of businesses I want to do, I want to create I'm going to go in, I'm going to create a, shit. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to create a prompt that's going to do a Google search for companies within, let's say, and then you can make that be whatever. So we're going to say in this instance within Dallas, Texas, that, okay, are, so let's say for example, if we pull in nonprofits, copy, okay, prompt that would search Google for, let's see, okay, are within or near, and you could change that to a zip code or whatever. Okay. Okay, so now I want to create a prompt that will search Google for nonprofit organizations within or near that are on my list. Okay, so okay. Okay. Okay, so the prompt should return 10 companies each search. Hey girl, I'm still here, y'all. Um, so the prompt should return 10 companies. I'm only going to say 10 companies because I needed to return a lot of data, right? Companies. It should return 10 companies each search. And we are looking for the following data. Okay. Copy. Okay. Okay. But I wasn't through. Okay. So it's going to aim to collect these details. Okay. Okay. It's already pulling it. Okay, y'all. So it's already pulling it. So this is what we want to do. Okay. So to effectively generate this. Okay, so and it will pull this. Okay, so okay, so it's already pulling it. It's pulling the information, right? Okay, so then okay, so be okay, so I think it's easy. Okay, here's one that we can do. Easy. Okay, this is our code right here. This is what we are going to, okay, this is our code, what we're going to be looking for. Okay, you can adjust business type, city, and state as you need to. Okay, so this is the code. So now I'm going to save this code as a spreadsheet. Okay. No, 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 no. The code is not complete. The code is not complete because it is not. Okay. Okay. So, what did I say up here? Did I say 50 employees? I think we're fine because it's actually, because I actually told it to give me 50, that would need 50 shirts or more. So I actually think that we're fine, but we could probably go back in there and say it again. But I think we're fine. Okay, so, okay, okay. So let's save the prompts in a Word doc. Okay. So give me the prompts and save them in a Word doc. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I'm doing this. This video is taking a long time because I'm actually doing this and putting it so I can save everything so y'all don't have to be trying to figure it out. So I can just save everything, put it over into the Google Drive, and boom, 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 right? So let's save that and put that over into the Google Drive. So now we have the code for that. Okay. So now, okay. So now what I want to do is we want to do a test and see if we use the code return. So for this stuff here that we return, right? So let's say for this stuff, I want to see if it will add this stuff to the Google Sheet that or I could maybe create it in columns and copy it and paste it. Okay. Okay. So now for the 6. Okay. Okay. So now for the 10, for the 10, um, okay, so I wanted to always use the next available row, row, okay, and to never overwrite the previous rows. Okay, so that should make good sense. Okay, 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 so here is the code. Add the following to the spreadsheet. Okay, so copy that code and let's take it. Okay, and let's put it in the reusable search prompt that we already have here, that is over here where we have the reusable search prompt. Let's just go here, and this will be part 2, which is to paste it here, which is now our code. Okay, so this is what I want y'all to paste. That is the template. Da 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 da. Okay. Okay. This is the template, pro template. Did I overwrite that? Oh goddamn. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me look and see. Okay, and add the following. Okay. If searching. Okay. And add the information to. Okay. We gotta go back and figure out where the fuck and what the fuck. Okay. Okay, here's the prompt template. Okay, so after 8, okay, this should be, we're going to add the prompt. Okay, so this is to copy this prompt into your chat. Y'all following me? Okay. So now we're going to copy that and we're going to paste this in here. Okay. 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 So I think I got it built. I think we have it built out. Hopefully it works. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. So the first thing, so step one. Okay, so let's start a new GPT and see what happens. So step one is going to be this right here. So we're going to go ahead and use this and see if it returns us everything that we want. Okay. So I'm going to take it and put it over here. Let's go ahead and close that. Let's put ChatGPT here and try to see if we can do this thing side by side. We got our reusable prompt here in our drive. And we could just upload it from our drive and then let it run. But all we should have to do is come in here and hit copy, go over here, hit paste it, update this business type to whatever. We had nonprofits, so we'll put nonprofits. Now I'm going to say in or near Dallas. You guys can say whatever city and state you in. You can say zip codes, all of that. So you're going to change that trigger and make it your own. This is what we want it to return. Okay. And then after it returns it, we want it to add it to our list. Okay. So and then so the info, add it to my spreadsheet. I'm gonna copy this and then below it, after you return okay, and then we'll go paste it, and then let's upload the spreadsheet. Oh Lord, what the fuck? What do you mean? This content is blocked. Contents. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck? We just been doing all of this? Are you serious? The fuck do you mean? Okay, y'all. This is some bullshit. All of a sudden, my fucking attached file is... Let me see if it tells me to upload the file. All of a sudden, I can't attach the fucking file. It's saying the content is blocked. Why the fuck? Why fucking with me? Okay. Tell me the damn Google Drive wants to fuck around and play games. Okay, so here is our information returned. What the fuck is going on? How did this get blocked? Okay, there it goes. Okay, so fuck. I can't, I just can't deal with, I can't. I can't, y'all. I can't. Okay. let's see if it does it. It says it would do it, so let's see if it does it. Oh, shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think ChatGPT is tired of me, y'all. It is tired of me. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Why? Okay, yes. Now go ahead. Yeah, I know that. I'm not worried about that. I know that. So it's telling me that the spreadsheet is it's going to review the columns to accurately match your data and reload the example without making any unnecessary adjustments because I did not put in all the columns. So hopefully, let's see if it takes all of these and boom, boom, boom. Or we can make it, if it does not, then, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. It says it's been updated. So let's see. Let's open it up and see if it has been updated. I don't see no information. It ain't updated nothing. You have not updated nothing. Okay. It ain't updated. It did not put the information there. Okay. Okay, it's not on there. It does not contain the information, y'all. Okay. Let's see now. ChatGPT playing with me today. It's playing with me today. Oh, I need my Zapier back. You playing games with me. This thing playing games with me today, y'all. It's playing. I told it to not overwrite the previous columns, which has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with it not giving out the information. So it should have. There it is. It is there. So it is there. So it's, I don't want it to overwrite just the first column. Okay, so shit. Okay. So that means, so it is there. So when I told it not to overwrite it, it went in and did not overwrite anything because of the false and the, okay, so I need to do an if statement on that. Okay. Okay, I need to do an if statement. Okay, let me fix this. Paste, delete. Okay, so I'm gonna do create an if statement in here. Are we in Excel? Yes, we are. I can do it in Excel. Okay, so delete. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an if statement so that, okay, Okay. So here's the information. It's actually in here. Okay. Okay. So we're going to create some if statement now, because otherwise this column is going to stroll down. What if I put it in, if I just put it in a table? Okay. Here's our information. We got the company name, city, square. We got the info. We'll have a phone number. Wonder why they did not return the phone numbers, or the, I didn't ask for it, did I? It went in, returned all of this information, y'all. We rolling. We rolling. But did I ask for the phone number and the, let's go back and see. We asked for the phone number, but we didn't get the phone number. Okay, so it's not a big deal, but if I'm going to leave this email sent, yes, no, all of this, then we can do this one or two ways. So we have the name, the contact, address. Was it sent? Yes or no? This is not the site, the first. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's these two right here. It's these two that have the check boxes, whether the email is sent or not. Okay, so if we have the checkbox and it adds a new column in the table, it'll automatically update the table. If it's not a table and it's just a list, if it's not a table and it's just a list, then we can do an if statement, which means that if something is in this column, if it's unchecked, instead of it returning false, we can have it return empty, like it's blank. Let me see how I want to do it. Because I'm not really caring too much about it, about whether, because that's something I could put in there, and I actually don't like the position of this column and that column, so I'd probably rather have the email address over there. Okay. Edit. Copy. Okay, let's see here. Let's just insert a new column. Let's try to get here. I'm thinking to insert a new column. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to change these columns around because we want to make these columns where when we go in here and we need to send out an email to somebody, we can easily send out an email. So we need to format the columns where we have the email information over here in the first column. Let's see, because if I compose an email, it will go, yeah, I want to have it in the first column. I want to have the date added, the information was added. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go in and change out these columns. Okay. Okay. Let's switch the columns around. Let's see if it will do it for me or if I will have to manually do it. Column A and then column B. Column B should be the email address. And then after column B being our email address, I'm creating an email list, y'all. So this is what we got going on, right? Is creating this email address. Some of these emails we're gonna override these emails and update it with another email after we get to where we actually trying to go to. So okay, then we can go to company name, date added, and then email sent. Okay. Okay, for email sent, I can create a filter and response. If received, let's see here. I can create a filter that says, which could be a color filter, which can filter by color. If when I send the email, once I set it to send emails, it can then turn a certain color. So I may not even need the other. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need email sent. If I receive the email back, how is it going to know if I received the email back? It wouldn't. So if I send an email back, so if I send an email back, y'all, let's see. If I send out an email, I could then go from here and send out automatic emails. Okay. Once this is in here, then I can convert to Zapier and start zapping and sending emails every time it's added. So I already know that the email is sent. And then I no longer need these columns. Okay, so I no longer need these columns. So, okay, let me write a note. Hope y'all listening so y'all can remember to tell me what we're going to do. Okay, so once the leads are added to the Google Lead database, we're going to call this our database, our Google Lead database, then we will write a trigger to send out an automated email to the email address on file in column whatever. We will achieve this okay. Okay. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Okay. Another way that you could do this instead of updating that spreadsheet, sending the spreadsheet in, is you could tell it to format the columns and then you could do it that way also. So let me reorganize this the way that I want it to be. Y'all, okay. Okay, so let me reorganize this stuff the way I want it to be. So I said I wanted date added to be, okay. Okay, so I want date added and then I want the, it really doesn't matter then if that's the case. Once it's pulled, all I have to do is tell it to pull from the column D, which for me, it does matter to me because I prefer huh. Does it matter to me? It's the way that I'm used to working. So yeah, it does matter to me. It does matter to me. It definitely matters to me. It definitely matters to me. So let's see how we can do this. Okay. It definitely matters to me. Okay, so over here it actually reordered them for me. But what I want to do is close that out and go file. File, save as final. Okay. Let's save this as final and then let's go in. We're gonna just update this and okay, so okay. Let's up in here and nope, it wasn't there. It was in the downloads. I think it's where it is. Final. Ordered final. This is the one I wanted to upload. I wanted to create this one. This one is going to be the one that's we're going to actually end up having. Okay. So this is going to be the one that we actually wanted to end up uploading and adding. So y'all see how you can actually save a whole lot of time just having it do something for you versus you doing it yourself. If we had a whole lot of columns or whatever, right, it would be a challenge, which we ain't got a lot of columns, but Okay, so we're gonna go here and format this with these auto fit row heights and auto fit the width. Okay, so now we are good. So these are our date added. Okay, so now I want to do a couple of things because we ain't got nothing here. It'll auto fit it once it has something. And then why are these not linked? Okay, so let's see here. Column B should be a link with the email. Okay, who is this? Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so okay, okay, so okay. Should be it. Okay, except for this one. That's what we want. Okay, that's what we want, y'all. We want that so that we can automatically send out our email. And this, we can remove the hyperlink right here. Okay. This is 16. We still want everything to be a 16 over here. Still want all our stuff to be a 16. Oh, it wants to remove it, but I want you to give me what I want and what I want only. So if I come in here and make you a 16, is you gonna turn back? So you gonna tell me I gotta do y'all individually? No, that doesn't make sense. You should be able to, all of y'all on this whole column should be able to be a link without me doing anything else. format this whole thing. Okay. We'll leave it like that because it's going to, okay. We'll leave it like that. I just want it all to be the same. Okay. Now, this will go here and we'll put that in the center, and I'll make it have something. Just whenever I'm doing something, y'all, for the sake of me, I have to have it set a certain way, because I know me and I will start filtering. I have to create my filters and all of that stuff, so that's just me. Okay, so we good to go. Okay, so now that I have this all how I want it to be, what I want to do is, when I stroll this way, okay, so let me see. Come on and move you over here for a minute because you get in my way. Okay. Okay. This thing gonna be completely formatted when I send it out. Okay. So C1. Go to C1 and then I'm gonna go to view the tabs. There it is, freeze panes. And then I will freeze those panes. So it should go like that. Perfect. Perfect. So I always want to see the email address. So what I'm doing is setting up some freeze panes. So I always want to see this email address right here, y'all. But if I'm, because, you know, things get to be a lot. So let's say I may want to look up this information or something, which, you know, is just a personal preference, is all it is. Okay. So now we're returning information. Okay. So this is the one that I will upload to the drive. Okay. So the other thing that I will do now, I'm going to upload this sheet over there to the drive because this is going to be the one that I'm going to be using. Okay. So this is the one I'm going to be using. So I also need to create a link on this one too. Oh, no, 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 not mail to. Not mail to. This one is going to open an existing file. Is it going to go to all of them? Should be the whole. Should be able to link these all at the same time to an existing web page and the address. Oh, no, no. I can't do them all at one time. Okay. Oh, because it doesn't have the whole, so it didn't link because it doesn't have the whole at Instagram, da 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 da. Okay, so that's why that didn't link. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so let me think of what I want to do here next. Okay, I want to close that. And I want to close that. And this came over there by mistake. Okay. So this is my final name. So I'm going to go File, Save As, Google Leads. And I'm going to name this Final. Google Leads. I'm just going to name this one TSD. Okay. And I'll save it and then I'm going to upload it into the drive. Okay. So all I gotta do is just go here and find it and then just upload it. Because now it is ready to share with you guys. Okay. Now, do I want to save it in the drive? I think I do. Because if it's in the Google Drive, I want to save it in the Google Drive. Yes, ma'am. Hey, hold on. I'm on live. So let me get off. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here. And we just now need to just create the save to save. I'm going to save it in the Google Drive. And then I will go in and do some more work on it tomorrow and connect it so that it automatically sends out emails to these folks. Okay? All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Hold on.